Looks unsteady.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
The magic around the sigil hisses like a cornered cat. Your only option now is to grab the hand and pull.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall? Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region, were you not? No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor. You're not versed in magic, are you? Oh, I do apologize. I meant to ask, are you studied in magic? Namely, are you a wizard? Which you are not. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master.
Something's wrong. I feel... it hurts. Darkness, protect me. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry. If I want to tell you something, I'll use my mouth, understand? Fumble in my head again, and I'll gut you. I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really. What makes you think I'm hiding anything? If I have something to share, I'll let you know. We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly? I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation. Wits and blades, always sharp. Take your...
At least things have stayed interesting. Broken. Must have been here a while. I hear shouting up ahead.
Ah, it's packed too tight. They'll need a shovel.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gates!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade!
And suffer its sting.
to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards! For the absolute!
Concentrate.
Still breathing, despite everything.
My sickle and sword. Strike them down!
Moving.
Tale for the ages. Onward. Fall by my hand.
fools these mortals be.
Still on my feet. Need to find a way forward.
Time to meet your maker. Take two.
The witching hour. Pawn to cleric 4.
Time to push my luck again.
Creator, destroyer.
Well, so much for peace.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate! Where is that bastard?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
What path lies before me?
goblins. What's next?
What's next?
More goblins. What's next?
The air is ripe with magic.
More goblins. What's next?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides? The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need a healer.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeships. The bloody goblin.
Arthur, no.
Ain't leaving town for a good while after this.
I'll talk to the guard at Baldursgate.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move! Stop it! Get out of my head!
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. Down with you. I'm gonna buy the heads off your kids. And your birdies, and
wonder
your
if this is
dogs.
worth the cost.
One can't always be a
Yeah, you
gentleman.
bunch of softies.
Rook to queen 6.
You're gonna be sorry. Every last one of you. Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Nothing will stand in my way.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Let me out, you bunch of softies.
soaring! Every last one of you! Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring! I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs!
Can't even catch my breath.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be soaring! Every last one of you!
Time for some bloody work.
Unleash me.
Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring!
Eat this!
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs!
Ouch. That will need some healing.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring! I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs!
Swords meet sorcery.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be soaring! Every last one of you!
I must heal.
Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring!
Sometimes the only way out is through.
And your birdies, and your dogs!
I don't fancy their chances. outflank, outsmart.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Got to press on.
Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring!
Come on, can't stay idle.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs!
Very well.
Let me recite their demise.
Let me
On
out,
my
you
way.
bunch of softies!
Eat this!
Oh! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
What's the plan?
Oh, you thieves are boring! Even your cages are boring!
May the dice roll in my favor.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs! Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you! Oh, you thieves are all boring! Even your cages are boring!
What now?
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs!
Allow me to demonstrate.
Let me out, you bunch of softies! You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
No choice but to keep going.
Gone with the wind.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring. Ah!
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments. An inn in Waterdeep. Ooh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist. Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room. I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. I'll drink to that.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
Damn thing. It has to open, surely. It has to do something.
Shadowheart's attention is consumed by a strange box that she turns over in her hands. The box is inscribed with glyphs similar to those used by the Githyanki. In an instant, Shadowheart hides the box from view.
It's nothing, trust me. Beautiful evening, isn't it?
You feel Shadowheart's deep protectiveness of the artifact. Though she doesn't understand it, she believes that her fate is entwined with it somehow.
Wish that was true. But I've seen plenty of blood spilled for just those kinds of things. The world will keep on scheming no matter what happens to us. It won't, but I prefer it to just being frightened. I'd like to be alone now, please.
Almost. Turn your wrist out a little.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Again. Swing and swing and scurry.
Not what I said.
Can we stop shouting? No?
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. They believe you, for now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
Goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Ah, you. Thank you. You stopped us from making a bad situation much worse. A druid's grove, dedicated to the Oak Father Sylvanus. You'll find its keepers just as thorny, I fear. Whatever your business here, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This latest attack will only strengthen their resolve. You're wounded? The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't see me. You, though. I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else. What little we have, we'll scrape together. It isn't coin we need. It's time.
I think you should. Yes. No harm in trying the diplomatic route.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, more of my people will die. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost. Oh, and if it's of any concern, you're brave to walk around without hiding your heritage. I'll make sure everyone knows that you helped us at the gate.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Something the matter?
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal. Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
calm down. Please.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
I'd swear that ox's gaze is following me.
Not now. We're working. Remember? Come on. Just once. Yeah, just once.
Whoa, hey, can't say I've ever seen someone like you before. Go on, take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on, take the ring and watch your fortune change. Hard luck, mister. But like I said, we can change that. Watch. Call it. Heads or tails. Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. Real sweet sense of humor you got there, chum. Anyways, you gotta call before the flip. Heads or tails. Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings. I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick. I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have. Thank you. That means so much. That's what I got. You bought...
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You notice she's trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
Not a chance I'll fit in there. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
What's on your mind?
Please, last through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Magrin, give him a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here. No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Ah, I do wish I could understand you.
Sanguine ioratus. Sanguine
By Sylvanus, the Forest Father, we are granted balance.
Why did you leave, Master?
Would that you could speak freely, my Earthheim friend.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Koga? Release her.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off.
She's a child.
A devil child. One who tried to steal from us.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No. It cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We have such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
This will all be over. The ritual's almost finished. What if they tried to steal from us? The game.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out. And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle.
A tragedy prevented. One meant to seal us in, meant to seal them out. Blasphemous. The Tree Father must see what's happening in his holy grove. Perhaps his eyes are on Master Halsin now. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Our need is great. I will open the treasures of this grove to you, even if the Circle forbids it. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
This will all be over. The ritual's almost finished. We've shown them once. We take Grove law seriously.
They did a number on you. I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment. This may be Catherine's. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. Head on in. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening.
I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options.
You don't have to be here for this.
I'm interested in the procedure, actually. Please, go ahead.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Protected from on high? Sounds like the Drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself.
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Swear it.
But you have to. Don't you understand? You could kill us all.
Then I've no choice. I'm sorry.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Detuno! Securo!
blood comes easy these days. Very well. Never a dull moment. Choice but to keep going.
Could have been worse, I suppose. At least she didn't just attack.
Can't blame anyone for reacting with fear, but it might do to keep our condition on a need-to-know basis.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Time to track him down and see what he knows.
Let's be optimistic and assume he's still among the living.
Better than nothing.
Lovely day, this. For now.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I don't care what Mole says. Stupid and reckless.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pup.
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthsheim friend. Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind. Yes, I'm quite aware.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. Just Zev.